Well, hey, we're here just in time. Just in time. We're here just in time. Let me put us on the chart. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning, and we're ready to see what we can see in the market. Looks like SPX has gapped up for the morning. Not near me. Okay. Good morning, Ward. How we doing? Looks like SPX gapped up pretty heavy. We're above 5,700 right now. Gapped up green. Maybe this is the market absorbing yesterday's information. That happens. People take that news, they go and rinse, repeat, figure out what they're going to do. Are we buying stock? Are we doing what? And then off they go. Put in their orders. What moves the market is prices, is stocks. What moves the market is not options. What moves the market is stocks, right? The purchase of stocks is what moves the market. All right. Okay. Well, let's go see what we got to see. The VIX is down 16.45. It down 9.76% or down 1.78. The VIX is down a bit. Hey, Raymond, welcome back. Ward said he's not doing bad. Good job. Yahoo Finance says the Fed's big cut shows it has learned its lesson. The Fed didn't want to be behind the curve again. Nasdaq futures lead as Fed cut fires up the U.S. rally. Now Trump and Powell have something else to disagree about. Well, listen, Powell ain't working for them. Hopefully, while the Fed's bumper cut could still shake the markets. I think people were expecting 25 basis points, and when he went to 50, it was like, what? How many of you all watched it yesterday? Or yeah, I watched it. I put the link in our chat and um, wanted to see what, and I enjoyed it. For what you're learning, you learn along the way. You listen to him answering the questions, trying to manage all the different, folks who are saying that he was, focused more on the jobs market versus focused on what need to be focused it on. But listen, he's like, I'm not here for politics. I'm not here for all those things. I'm here to make sure we try to keep the economy in the road, trying to keep us in the middle of the road. He's definitely said he's been through when they tried to throw out the political campaign. He said he's been that in that role for four presidencies or four different presidential races. I'm like, wow, Jerome been here that long? Of course, I only started hearing his name, a few years back. But he said he's been through several presidents. So listen, you knew to this. I've been here. He like, we've been around here a minute. Don't be trying to act like I'm getting swayed by the politics. I've been through a few people, right? Well, I think that's wonderful, to be honest. So that means he's got the longevity to have seen some stuff, right? Good morning, Tanya. How you doing? All right. Our calendar for today included unemployment claims from this morning. Let me refresh this because I opened this up real early. And if it hadn't refreshed, that came in at 219,000, which is a reduction of about 11,000, right? What they were anticipating. Philly Fed manufacturing 1.7. They thought it would be negative zero point 0.8. Current account negative 267 billion. I don't know what that stands for, what that means, but it's red, right? 10 o'clock, existing home sales and USD CB leading index. Existing home sales is going to be orange. I'm thinking home sales is may gonna pick up a little bit, seeing that the interest rate is getting ready to adjust a little bit, right? FOMC member Harker is going to speak tomorrow. Is going to speak tomorrow. Okay, looks like our SPX is still up a taste, going on about its way. We'll see what happens with that. I'm on the 7-minute chart, so it's going to. We'll see. It updates every 7 minutes. Good morning, Stacy. How we doing? Okay, let's go. We'll check out our earnings this morning. I believe we had Darden was this morning, FactSet, Cracker Barrel, those are the ones we had this morning. After today, we're gonna have FedEx and Lennar. Those are 2 I think are gonna be anticipated. That's gonna be happening after market today, and then tomorrow morning, we'll have, what's that? Oh, goodness, I just moved it, and then oh, Tamboran, Lightpath, iPower, the power or energy seems to be in the news a little bit. So those are gonna have their earnings today after market closes. Darden and Cracker Barrel were this morning. Adam says yesterday was all about the 5610 ATM machine. As per yesterday's 4 p.m. newsletter, longs were triggered there at 4 p.m. on the classic failed breakdown of the Tuesday low, targeting all-time highs, and we are here, plus 100 points. Plan today, lock in your gains, ride your runners, 5727, 5735 up next. 5693 is support. Did I change this number down here? I can't see it, but that needed to be changed to a 70. I think I changed it. I feel like I went back and changed it yesterday, but let me go check and make sure because I want to make sure. Yeah, I changed it to 70 points. 70 points difference between SPX and the ES. Hey, Tamar. Hey, Bobby. How y'all doing? Okay. So I released a video yesterday, um, supply and demand versus support and resistance, that they're really not necessarily the same thing. Um, there is some things that are similar within them, but they're not necessarily the same thing. I released that video yesterday. If somebody's on here who can go grab that link, please do. I can go grab it. Actually, it takes a few minutes. Let me move to another screen and then I can go find it. Even though looks like SPX might be a gap and pullback. Let's see if it will do that. There we go. Come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. See how it's doing. This is the hardest thing to do is watch is that there. But if so, somebody put me in the chat. If the Thinkorswim has a countdown clock for candles, love to have it over there. I would love to have it over there on Thinkorswim. I'd love to have a because over there. I look at stuff and I'm like, um, I'd like to be able to see my candles closing. Okay, let me see. I'm still looking for. Come on, Cletus, you're moving slow and the people is waiting. The people are waiting for us. While I'm doing this, go ahead and hit the notification bell, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, all the things. Let YouTube know that we're here. Let Facebook know that people are watching. Let Instagram and Twitter know that people are watching. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate y'all all for hanging out with us. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Appreciate y'all for giving me your time at Market Open. There's a lot of stuff you can look at Market Open, and I appreciate you hanging out and listening to and looking at me. All right. Looks like we're at 5705. I just put the link in the chat, in the comments. If you're, I'll put the link here in Instagram. I don't know how Twitter pushes over those. If Twitter pushes over the things I put in the comments, does Twitter push those over to the live? I don't know how that goes. I might need to have somebody watching the Twitter feed to see if it pushes does it push things I put in the comments? Does it push to the live video? I don't even know how to see my live video in real time on Twitter. Probably would have to go and find myself. I see it. Oh, it's spinning. Okay. Bandwidth and that I don't need. Go ahead. That they are a bit different over there. Okay, let's look at some charts while we're here. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening in the other places? SPY? Well, how about we go SPY, not SPU? Okay, looks like SPY may have gapped up as well. I have the extended hours on, and when you have extended hours, you can't see the gap as clearly. No, I don't want that. I want you, baby. Okay, there's the gap up from this morning's open. Gap and a bit of a pullback. The hour and the daily are showing downwards, and that's because we're still in the first hour and we're on the first day. Of course, that is where it would show as red, because if the first hour and the first few minutes, we've been in the market, what, 11 minutes? The first hour, the first 15 minutes is not showing here. First 15 minutes, first hour, first day, all those are still coupled together. First of the day is all coupled together. Good morning, Tiva. All right, that spot this morning, you watch and see how where their spot comes down and fills this gap, because the gap up will get people excited. So watch how it comes to fill the gap. All right, let's go look at triple Q. Triple Q said it's going on. Not quite. It gapped up as well, but it did a gap, and now it's trying to break in the other direction through the R2 pivot going on up. Let's see what happens. Again, we're on the 7-minute chart. So we'll see how does triple Q, SPX, SPY, how does everybody handle this gap? Do they come back and fill it today? You know it likes to fill its gaps. Question is how long it'll wait to do it. And what can you do while it's doing its thing? That's triple Q, DIA. It also did a gap up, but it gapped up and pulled back some. Pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Let's go to our 15-minute. That way we can see those who do the 15-minute breakout can see what's going on there. Okay. DIA, it broke in red as well. Looking at Oracle, went up and hit the 167. The high of this is what, 167.70, and pulling back as well. Listen, these stocks are like, oh, we're gonna fill our gap, and then we'll do what's next. What stocks do we want to look at? Do we have anything on our list for this morning? Darden Restaurants. Let's see how they did on their earnings. Ooh, they gapped up nicely for their earnings. Right above all the pivots. See what it does with everybody's got a gap this morning. Everybody we can see has a gap up. Actually, it gapped up to there from close to open, so it would have been there, but it's partially filled the gap so far. So now we just wait to see how it continues. That's Darden. Hey, Karen. I was thinking about something else. Oh, good old Netflix popped up again above that the 70. It wants to be up here though. It's in the 699, but it wants to be up in the sevens. So it may go on back up there again. It wants to be, I want to be where you are. It wants to be where you are. Meta did a gap up as well. It's still green at this point. Meta's still green. Everything else, I'm gonna go to your darling here in a minute, Janae. Right now. I'm going right now. Netflix. I decided which boyfriend I wanted to talk to of yours. I'm looking at the Netflix this morning. It gapped up as well and pulled back some. We'll see what it's got a long gap right down to the pivot point and pull back. It means it wants to stay above the pivot today. And then we can do your other boyfriend, NVIDIA. I know I'm mixing up the commercials, and that's fine. I don't know if NVIDIA even has a commercial. NVIDIA is doing a gap and go at this point, though. But it's coming right into some supply and some resistance, which is why you see this wick went right up to the R2 pivot, pull back a little bit, but now it's going to try to go again. 118.40, 40 something is where it is right now. So what was I thinking of? Now, was it Uber? No, who was today's Thursday. Thursdays, we look for some trades we can enter today and exit tomorrow. We had Uber. Oh, I remember now. It was Ulta. Ooh, it was Ulta. Let's see where Ulta is this morning. Uber gapped up again, 75 and some change. Uber kind of can't hold up here. It's come up to this spot, the 75.60. It's come up there a few times and then pull back. We're going to go to Ulta and see if Ulta's got any money for us. Ulta's at 401. Moving on about its business. Running. But this is a big old pullback candle right here, boy. Woo-wee. Let's go see what Ulta's offering for money. No. Too many times. Let's look at the chart again for Ulta and see if we think it should be a call credit spread or a put credit spread. Let's go on the daily chart. We're just going from today till tomorrow. What do y'all think? We might need to go to, this is a shorter term look at Ulta. It's a small screen. Let me switch us back to the bigger screen so we can kind of see. Looks like some resistance is up here at 413 in the middle of a supply area. You want to go with a put credit spread because it's been climbing so much, but it has come into some resistance. R1 pivot may be a good place for your underneath, which is 390, 391, and then the top would be above this, which is 413. Let's go see if we see 391 and 413. What do our probability out of the money say on here for tomorrow? Okay, we're at a 5 spread up here in this zone. That's not as desirable. Probability out of the money, 390. This actually would be a 2.5 spread, 387.5, 390, which was 391 is what I said was support. And then up here, we've got 410, which I said 413, so it probably would go up one more. Plus minus 8 and 5 more, so plus minus 13 from here puts us at like 415. That's probably safer. 415 and 385, even if you take away 13, 15. 385 and 415. Let's see if that's a iron condor that looks like anything. What did I say? 385. I did. You got to change all your pieces. This is the call side, so you got to go to 415 and 420, and then I said 385 and 382.5. You would need 2 of these because you've got a 5 spread here, so you would want 2 of these. Can you give me 2? Nope, it doesn't want to let me do 2. To open, I want to be able to put more. It doesn't like that. I want to put more here. Because if I do that, it changes everybody. I don't want that. Okay, I want to be able to add more in here. And it doesn't look like I can, which I don't like that I can't do that. You have to do it by the single legs, but I need one more of this 382.85 in order to make the collateral be the same. So let's go back to verticals and do it from there. Let's do it that way. Okay, 382.85, oh, that's only $10. I wouldn't want that anyway. 387.5 is only $15. Nah, I don't like that either. You have to get to 390. $22. You need two of those to match one of those top sides. You could pull in about $80 or $90, but I don't know if I'd like it. I might. $80 or $90 to pull in. You'd have to get on both sides. So then the 415 to 420 would pay $35. 35 plus 40 is going to pay you like $75, $80. Like I said, those two can go. Ulta. Anything else you look at for tomorrow? Something that would be of interest for tomorrow's trades? I would probably still go with your 1DTEs. I still do those, my Triple Q and IWM. Oh, that's what I didn't look at this morning was IWM. Let's go look at them. Got to keep remembering IWM. What are they doing this morning? That LRCX trade that I mentioned the other day, gone. It went above 771. I think I put it in our Telegram. And then the trigger, I mean, the alert was triggered while I was on the call with you all, and I forgot to go back to it. I think LRCX is at 780 over that. I was looking at above 771 to do a trade, and then now I believe it's at like 780. It opened this morning about 780. It's like, okay. IWM pulling back to fill its gap. Yes, it is. This was the morning gap. It's saying, I'm going to go on and fill mine up. Let's see what SPX is doing. Nope, I need SPX. It's doing the same thing. SPX is coming on down. Let's see. It may only feel, you got that 50% mark on the gap. This is what the gap is. Right? And then we'll put us a fib on it about 50%. Oh, that's not accurate. Hold on. Okay. It's from the close to the open, which the close of this is actually down here. And it opened up there and pulled back. So now I need to put a fib on it. The quartiles. The 50% mark, which is right here at this 5660, that may be where the gap comes down to and then goes the other way. Right? These quartiles provide support inside of the gap as well. So 556.60, which is also right in line with some support or resistance right here. So the R1 pivot is in this area. So I wouldn't be shocked if there was some rejection there. SoFi went up, filled it. It's back in the 7s, I believe now. Oh, it's in the 8s. SoFi's in the 8s. Come on, baby. You can go ahead and do your thing. The banks should start to see some movement as well because of this interest rate thingy. The banks should see some movement. There's C from close to open would be that. Put credit spread, you got some support right here. This is on the 15-minute chart. Let's see if we're on the daily chart, if we see something of note. This gap has been filled though. Adam says after the rally from yesterday, ES finally gets its first dip, 56.30, which would be 55.90 for us. Was posted. We held on first touch, lost on the second. 56.66 would be next below. I'm doing the subtraction on the fly. 56.93 must recover to resume the upside targets. 56.93 must recover to resume upside targets. Yep. and we're currently at 56.96. He's saying 56.93 must recover if you're trying to go back upside. Doesn't mean that, remember that support and resistance are like, is like trampolines. It has to bounce and then it does its thing. Hey, Lisa. Good morning. Good morning. All righty. Mm-mm-mm. Is it FedEx or UPS? You're at UPX or UPS, right, Lisa? So FedEx is going to have earnings after market today, which UPS will probably experience some residuals, some sympathy trading. Our membership is open all the time. Basically, you jump in when you jump in. One thing we're going to do today in our membership is we're having our charting challenge, and we're going to talk about, we have a guest teacher coming today, and he's going to talk about the 6-point strategy that you can use to day trade. And you literally can use it for any particular stock, whether that's day trading as a buyer or a seller. You can use it in your areas for doing your day trading. That's going to be in the challenge. We're a master teacher is coming tonight. I have there ain't no shame in my game. I don't even try to act like I know everything. But when there's people who do know and I can invite them to come and talk to us and teach us, then let's do it. But you got to be a member of the E2T crew in order to partake of that. If you aren't and are not, and you really want to be, then you need to come on over to educatortotrader.com and go ahead and get yourself in the membership. In there, we have the trainings. We have a community where we all hang out together, trade together, we learn together, we do all this stuff together, and we have folks who are doing what we're doing and trying to get better at doing it all together. You need a community where you're welcome and you're definitely wanted. I've been in communities where if you ask a question, they look at you like, you got three eyes and you're like, what? I just asked a question. That's what we're doing here is learning, ain't it? Yeah, everybody don't be willing to have you learning. So in our community, you're welcome to come on in and do whatever learning you need to do. Okay? All righty. That is the membership. You can join that over there at Educator to Trader. SPX playbook for the 10% strategy, to learn how to you trade SPX every day without having to watch your screen all day long. Credit spreads versus debit spreads is a book that we've got open, available 588 at educatortotrader.com. Landing the plane. I've already talked about our charting challenge. We have some stuff. We'll do a practice session on Saturday, and then we'll continue into our learning next week. We'll continue into that next week. And then now we are here. Anybody got anything they want to add before I close us off? Anybody got anything they want to add before I shut it down? Shut it down. Shut it down. Anybody? Okay. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts grow more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war and our fingers to fight. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 All righty. We'll take another quick look at what's happening over here in the market. And then we'll be done. Okay, this is SPX on the daily. Let's take us to the 30-minute chart. This is what's happening on the 30 minutes. We can look at the 15. A long wick, the hammer's forming, trying to go back up. 5701 is where we are. Remember, Adam said 5693 was needed to recapture, and it looks like it might just have done just that. We'll see what happens. Keep your eye on it. 17 watching and only 6 likes. Hit the like button. Stacy says hit the like button. Hit the like button. Actually, on my side, it says 25 people are watching because I can see all the people from the different places that are watching. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, all those great things. It helps out the channel and it helps the people. All right. I'm going to bid you all a fond farewell, and I'm going to say, I will see you in the market. Okay. For those in my community, I'll definitely see you this evening, and I'll see you in the Telegram. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Bye bye.